NFL Playbook crew here with you. Red Lewis, the Super Bowl champ, Sean O'Hara, Coach Brian Billick, getting you set for the Monday Night Football matchup this week. The Steelers visiting the Bengals there in Cincinnati. And Sean, for the Steelers last week, Le'Veon Bell, 12 receptions. What do you want to see from him this week against the Bengals?
I want to see more cowbell.
Yeah.
I don't think you can give this guy the football enough, and especially in the run game. I think this offensive line takes over football games. Yeah, I love to see Lev Bell in space, and I think a lot of that, too, was because they were playing Dick LeBeau's defense. They wanted to spread them out, let them kind of show their hand. When you think about playing the Bengals now, I think you want to try to, hey, let's bleed this clock out. Let's not try to make this game any longer than it needs to be. Let Le'Veon Bell go nuts and just kind of let this team and let the physical aspect of this offense take over the game.
Well, the Cincinnati Bengals, they don't have a Le'Veon Bell, but you know what? Joe Mixon is finally showing up, and they desperately need that. They're running the ball. They were averaging less than 68 yards a game going into this, and they had a big game last week. 2.9 per carry. That's not going to get it done. They had 152 yards rushing. Mixon finally had over 100 yards rushing. He had 135 yards scrimmage yards in the 3 previous games combined. So he has to have a big game. Just what you're talking about, Sean, with Pittsburgh. You don't want Andy Dalton to have one of those 35, 40 throw games against Pittsburgh. Let's run the ball. Let's make it physical. And I tell you what, I'm not betting the farm on it yet, but Cincinnati with a win against Pittsburgh could all of a sudden now insert themselves, kind of like a San Diego Charger team, as maybe one of those teams in the wild card.
And this game is always a little bit of a wild card. It's a chippy game.
Sure.
There's always a lot of flags. Those aren't terrible towels you're going to see out on the field. Those are flags. So both teams really got to have their emotions in check. I think when you look at both Mike Tomlin and Marv Lewis, they're going to have to talk to their team and say, hey, look, let's not be that team. Don't be that guy that cost your team a victory because you did something dumb.
And to your point, Coach, Jamal Williams and the Packers had a little success running the football against the Steelers on Sunday night. So we'll see what happens Monday night for you. It's the Steelers and Bengals. We'll see you back here every Wednesday. Bring your playbook at 6 Eastern.